Last night, social media didn't just whisper. It detonated like fireworks. And now the burning question is loud enough for everyone to hear. What really went down between Ciara and Mendeecees? The streets are buzzing, fans are gagging, and timelines are jammed with theories after Karlie allegedly dumped what she swears are the receipts of a secret late-night link-up. We're not calling it gospel, but the sheer volume of this mess has shaken the love and hip-hop circle to its core. Picture it. A supposed friend, a so-called ally, suddenly dropping bombs nobody saw coming. Ciara, usually bold and unbothered, now finds herself drowning in a storm she might not even be able to fight. And Mendeecees, with his tangled history and drama-filled relationships, caught up in yet another scandal. Fans can't stop debating, but it's Karlie's shameless stunt, serving up alleged evidence for the world to devour, that flipped this from shady whispers to a full-blown circus. Is this betrayal a massive misunderstanding or the dirtiest setup of the season? Don't blink, because this chaos is just beginning to unravel. What started as faint fan page gossip and late-night Twitter chatter snowballed in hours into the kind of frenzy only reality TV legends can deliver. At the very center stands Ciara, known for her fierce independence and no-nonsense clapbacks, suddenly tossed into a storm she never saw coming. The alleged link to Mendeecees, a man practically branded by drama, betrayal, and messy love stories, has now become the obsession fueling every fan debate. And the gasoline on this fire? None other than Karlie, the pot-stirring queen herself. She didn't just drop hints, she claimed to have proof, receipts she swore would end all speculation. And with that, the internet erupted. Screenshots, whispers, and pure chaos set the stage for the next explosion. Blurry videos, cryptic captions, real or photoshopped, take your pick, suddenly became the ammunition fans needed to pick a side. But let's rewind to the juicy beginning. Rumors started leaking that Ciara and Mendeecees had been spotted exiting what looked like a private lounge. Not just exiting, leaving way too close for anyone claiming they were just friends. The story spread like wildfire, and within hours blogs had screaming headlines. Unexpected late-night link-up raises eyebrows. At first, people shrugged. It off, maybe a work project, maybe totally innocent. But the second Karlie waltzed in flaunting her so-called proof, the tone shifted, and suddenly the internet exploded. Fans debated. Was this betrayal in action, or a harmless misunderstanding? Adding fuel to the fire was Ciara's rock-solid reputation. Known for loyalty and zero tolerance for games, seeing her accused of playing a dangerous one stunned everyone. The irony was delicious. And as more details leaked, emotions ran high. Close friends reportedly couldn't reconcile the woman they knew with these explosive allegations. One insider claimed, "Loyalty is her brand. If this is true, it changes everything." The words hung heavy as the fandom collectively lost its mind. Meanwhile, Mendeecees stayed mum, and his silence only stoked speculation. For a man notorious for controversies, some fans argued this was a calculated move. Others suspected guilt. Either way, the stage was set for even louder gossip. Then came the alleged texts. Screenshots flooded timelines, showing what fans claimed were intimate, playful, and undeniably suggestive exchanges between Ciara and Mendeecees, enough to have the internet spiraling into chaos. Lines like, "Last night was unforgettable," and "When's the next time?" plastered timelines, sending debate into overdrive. Skeptics scoffed, reminding everyone how easy it is to fake messages in the digital era. But for drama-hungry fans, these texts were all the proof they needed. Weeks earlier, a family dinner scene had the cast laughing, joking, and toasting to loyalty and trust. Now, those same moments echoed hollowly online as fans dissected every glance and smile. Was something already brewing back then? And we can't ignore Karlie's role. Never shy about exposing secrets, she thrives as the group's self-appointed truth teller. This time, she cranked it up, releasing what she claimed were surveillance clips. Grainy footage allegedly showed two figures resembling Ciara and Mendeecees entering a hotel lobby. Blurry as it was, the story practically wrote itself, with fans filling in every blank. Ciara, however, denied it all when friends approached. Insiders say she called it a setup, a calculated fabrication to drag her down. "People will do anything for clout," she allegedly snapped, dismissing the frenzy as jealousy-driven noise. And yet, every denial only fueled fans' obsession with uncovering the truth. The ripple effects didn't stop with just the main players. Family jumped in too. One cousin of Ciara dropped a cryptic Instagram post. "The ones you trust will always cut the deepest." Fans instantly assumed it was about the scandal, fueling rumors that the betrayal went beyond cameras and into real family drama. Friends of Mendeecees also got dragged in. A longtime associate hinted on a live stream that not everyone is as innocent as they pretend. Vague, sure, but in this context, explosive. Thousands clipped the stream, adding captions like "confirmation at last" and "he just spilled the tea." Then came the alleged phone call. Leaked audio supposedly captured a heated exchange between Ciara and a close friend. In it, a voice believed to be Ciara's said, "I can't believe he told her everything." Skeptics reminded everyone, audio is easy to fake, but fans clutched it as another puzzle piece in a scandal growing by the hour. Social media erupted. Hashtags trended globally. Team Ciara and Team Karlie timelines collided while memes mocking the chaos went viral. Some defended Ciara, claiming she was the victim of a smear campaign. Others accused her of hypocrisy, saying she'd finally been caught in the kind of mess she once judged. As the noise amplified, so did the stakes. Producers reportedly scrambled, realizing they had explosive material on their hands. Rumors said emergency cast meetings were called, phones confiscated to stop leaks. Of course, leaks still flew. Whispers of screaming matches, tears, and walkouts painted a chaotic backstage picture. Things got even messier because of Mendeecees' complicated history. Past controversies resurfaced, reminding fans this wasn't his first scandal. Some argued history was repeating itself. Others insisted it was all inflated for ratings. Yet the image of Karlie boldly flaunting her phone with what she claimed were undeniable receipts remained burned into everyone's memory. Etched in fans' minds, whether the evidence was solid or shaky, Karlie's audacity gave the scandal instant legitimacy. This wasn't just idle gossip anymore. It was on camera, on record, impossible to ignore. And that's where the real tension simmered. Is this the kind of scandal that destroys friendships for good? Or just another overblown storyline in the endless loop of reality TV chaos? Either way, the stage was set, and every player was now trapped in a narrative way bigger than themselves. With cameras rolling, reality and performance blurred. Every glance, pause, and word carried double meaning. Fans weren't just watching, they were dissecting, judging, and amplifying the drama to heights even producers hadn't imagined. The truth, if it exists, lay buried under whispers, receipts, and carefully crafted denials. One thing, however, was undeniable. Everything had changed. Friendships, alliances, trust, it all teetered, waiting for the next bombshell to tip it over. In the days that followed, the online storm bled into real life. Ciara couldn't escape the whispers, the stares, or the endless notifications lighting up her phone. Every step outside was under scrutiny, paparazzi ready to capture her every move. Even a simple coffee run became fodder for speculation. Fodder for the frenzy. Was Ciara meeting someone, dodging cameras, or plotting her next move? Meanwhile, Karlie basked in the chaos. Her audacious drop of so-called undeniable receipts only made her hotter. Gossip blogs scrambled for interviews as she teased more evidence still unreleased. "You think that was it? Honey, I've got plenty more," she allegedly teased during a live session, sending fans into a full-blown frenzy. Some called it clout chasing, others cheered her for exposing dishonesty. Either way, Karlie had crowned herself Queen of Chaos, and the audience lapped it up. In private, sources close to Ciara revealed she was crumbling. She reportedly admitted to a friend, tearfully whispering, "I can't breathe without people thinking I'm guilty." Those words, if true, showcased the crushing pressure she faced, not just from fans, but from those nearest to her. The tension hit boiling point during a scheduled shoot. With nerves already frayed, cameras only intensified the unease. Leaks claim that the moment Ciara entered, silence fell. Eyes darted. Whispers ceased, and the air thickened. It didn't take long for sparks to fly. Karlie, never one to bite her tongue, confronted her directly. "You've got everyone fooled, but I've got the truth right here," she declared dramatically, waving her phone. Sierra's face stiffened, her usual composure cracking under the accusation. "You really want to ruin me for your storyline?" she shot back, voice trembling yet sharp. The argument escalated fast. Producers intervened multiple times, but the damage was done. Word spread instantly, screaming, accusations, threats of walkouts. Fans who caught leaked audio couldn't believe it. One widely circulated clip reportedly had Sierra snapping, "You think I need Mendeecees? You've lost your mind." Denial came. Fierce from Sierra, but the intensity had everyone wondering, truth or sheer desperation? Mendeecees' behavior added fuel to the fire. He showed up at the shoot, but stayed unnervingly calm, almost detached, like the storm raging around him was someone else's problem. Some called it arrogance. Others saw guilt. At one point, a castmate allegedly pressed him. "Did you or didn't? You?" He simply shrugged. "People gonna believe what they want." Fans erupted. His nonchalance felt like emotional manipulation rather than a defense. As more leaks emerged, it became obvious the scandal had splintered the cast. Old bonds shattered. New alliances emerged and trust vanished. One longtime Sierra ally publicly distanced herself, posting cryptically, "Loyalty is not negotiable." No names, but everyone knew it was a direct jab at the chaos. Families got sucked in too. Mendeecees' partner reportedly fumed, demanding answers. Behind closed doors, rumors hinted at arguments, flying accusations, and tears. An insider said, "The internet is telling her one story, he's telling her another, and Karlie is showing receipts. It's tearing her apart." Fans weren't just watching, they were detectives. Forums dissected every detail, from outfits in, leaked photos to timestamps on texts, even zooming into blurry images to confirm identities. One viral post claimed Sierra's jewelry matched surveillance footage, lending the drama a creepy air of credibility. And Karlie? She kept fanning the flames. In a viral Instagram live, she teased her evidence wasn't just screenshots but voice notes. "I'm not the one playing games. Y'all about to hear it straight from the source," she smirked, leaving fans drooling for the next reveal. The hint of audio alone sent shockwaves through the fandom, leaving everyone on edge for the next bombshell. Sierra tried to fight back, claiming the whole ordeal was a setup. "People love to see me fall, but I'm not giving them that satisfaction," she reportedly said in a private chat later leaked. Yet every denial twisted online, making her words fuel for the gossip fire. Memes quickly turned her defenses into punchlines, making fans question her honesty. Producers, sensing the season's juiciest storyline, allegedly captured every raw moment. Cameras followed Sierra relentlessly, even as she begged for privacy. One crew member admitted, "We couldn't look away. Every scene felt like it might explode." Friends who once supported her began doubting, whispers suggesting she wasn't telling the full truth. An insider revealed, "Her circle is shrinking. People don't know if they can trust her anymore." Then came a twist no one expected. A blogger released an alleged email from an anonymous source claiming Sierra and Mendeecees were spotted at a high-end, tucked-away restaurant. Details from outfits to drinks were described vividly. Skeptics dismissed it as fan fiction, but some wondered if truth lurked in the chaos. Through it all, Sierra's emotional toll became obvious. Witnesses described her as drained, her sparkle dimmed. "She's carrying a weight on her shoulders that's breaking her," one friend shared. Denials aside, cracks in her confidence were visible. Mendeecees, however, remained an enigma. His silence and evasive answers only fueled curiosity. Was he protecting himself, Sierra, or enjoying the spotlight? With tension mounting, alliances crumbling, and secrets threatening to surface, the scandal spiraled further. What began as whispers exploded into a full-blown circus. Every conversation, social media post, and private meeting circled back to the same burning question. What really happened? Did it actually happen? Or was this all just an elaborate smear campaign? Sierra entered every room weighed down by suspicion, and even her staunchest defenders were starting to waver. Producers smelled the tension and leaned hard into it. They orchestrated group scenes designed to spark drama, knowing the cameras would capture every explosive moment. One such showdown unfolded at a rooftop lounge, and witnesses swear the air was so thick with tension it could be sliced. Sierra sat down, expression steady yet weary, like a warrior bracing for battle. Karlie, never one to let silence linger, struck first. "You can keep pretending, but everybody knows the truth," she said, smirking as she leaned forward. Sierra's jaw tightened, her retort sharp and icy. "Truth? You wouldn't recognize the truth if it hit you in the face. This is all your fantasy." Voices escalated, accusations flying, the lounge practically vibrating with tension. What made the scene unforgettable wasn't just the argument, it was the reactions surrounding them. Cast members gasped, exchanged nervous glances, whispered under their breath. One muttered, "This is going too far." Another quietly sipped a drink, clearly savoring the chaos. Reality TV gold, but for those involved, it was raw, painful drama, unfolding live. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. In the heat of the confrontation, Karlie whipped out her phone again, holding it high. "You want to deny me? Fine, let's play it for everybody," she shouted. The mere threat of new receipts sent the room into complete pandemonium. Sierra sprang to her feet, voice breaking as she shouted, "You're not going to destroy me with your lies!" Producers rushed in to stop Karlie from hitting play, but the chaos had already exploded. The room had erupted, and within hours, the internet followed suit. Fan pages claimed to know exactly what was on that phone. Some swore it was an audio clip of Mendeecees confessing to a late-night rendezvous. Others insisted it was grainy but damning video. Nobody outside that lounge actually saw or heard it, yet speculation alone sparked another wildfire of online drama. Hashtags trended, memes ran rampant, and fans dissected every leaked second. Then Mendeecees finally broke his silence, but not as anyone expected. Instead of a clear denial or confirmation, he posted a cryptic line, "Truth don't need defending." Social media erupted. Was it guilt? A suggestion the receipts were fake? Fans were split, half reading confession, half reading dismissal. Meanwhile, Sierra doubled down, posting a selfie captioned "Unbothered Energy." Those who saw her up close, however, reported a very different story. Tears behind the camera, stress mounting. The scandal spilled far beyond the cast, consuming the fan base in ways no one predicted. Online communities sprung up like digital detective agencies, obsessed with unraveling the alleged affair. Handwriting comparisons, leaked text analyses, reflections in blurry photos, even location tracking, nothing was off limits. The theories escalated, growing wilder by the day. And then came the bombshell. A fan claimed to spot Sierra and Mendeecees months earlier at a charity event, with old photos surfacing that seemed to confirm it. Photos surfaced showing Sierra and Mendeecees standing close, laughing, and looking far too comfortable for just friends. Innocent snapshots? Maybe. In the current scandal-fueled climate, fans read every glance as evidence. "Look at the way he's staring," one wrote. Another insisted, "This was the spark that started everything." Suddenly, harmless moments were being weaponized online. Backstage, tension boiled over. Filming turned unbearable with constant arguments, tears, and walkouts. One cast member reportedly refused to shoot unless producers intervened, but producers, sensing ratings gold, let the chaos unfold, capturing every raw second. The scandal spilled into mainstream media. Gossip magazines ran cover stories, radio hosts debated, and talk shows dissected every rumor. No one could look away. Even friends of Karlie grew concerned. Thriving in the spotlight, she pushed harder despite warnings. "She loves attention, but this is dangerous," one insider reportedly said. Yet the backlash only fueled her, driving her to keep stirring the pot. Meanwhile, whispers of tension at Mendeecees' home intensified. Insiders compared it to World War II, accusations flying, ultimatums thrown. Public silence clashed with private chaos, showing a man trapped between worlds. And Sierra? Her unraveling dominated chatter. Confidence once unshakable now seemed brittle. Her smile forced, laughter hollow. A friend reportedly confessed, "She feels like she's losing everything." Her reputation, her friendships, even her peace of mind, they were all crumbling. This scandal had morphed from entertainment into an identity-eating monster. Fans couldn't look away, not because of the drama itself, but because every new reveal contradicted the last. One minute, texts seemed real. The next, skeptics swore they were fake. Audio clips hinted at confessions, then claims of deepfakes emerged. Truth was slippery, almost deliberately so. Yet one thing was clear. The scandal had shaken everything. Friendships were shattered, trust vaporized, and every interaction carried suspicion. A castmate summed it up. Nobody knows who's lying or telling the truth. It's like a house of mirrors. And the waiting game made tension unbearable. It wasn't a question of if another bomb would drop, but when. Day after day, the chaos deepened, and the damage hardened. Sierra's polished image was unraveling live for all to see. Denials didn't help. The constant speculation chipped away at her. On set, she broke down, admitting to a friend, "I feel like no matter what I say, they've already made up their minds." Raw and human beneath the headlines, she bore the full weight of scrutiny. Mendeecees, meanwhile, stayed an enigma. Pressure mounted, but he refused clarity. Insiders claimed it was strategy, control over the story. Fans disagreed. Silence is guilt, one viral tweet shouted. Another argued, he's just letting them destroy each other. His refusal to act only fanned the flames, keeping speculation and obsession burning hotter than ever. The real ignition point hit when Karlie decided it was time to drop even more of her so-called receipts. This round? A voice note. Muffled, grainy, but allegedly Mendeecees' voice saying, "She knows what this is and she's cool with it." Boom, social media. Detonated. Of course, skeptics cried fake. Others swore it was real. Either way, the chaos went nuclear. Sierra jumped into defense mode immediately, insisting it was an edited clip meant to ruin her. "People are so desperate they'll stitch anything together," she allegedly told friends. But it didn't matter. Fans slowed it down, dissected every tone, even roped in experts to weigh in. The truth was buried under layers of speculation. Inside the cast, cracks widened. A longtime ally finally confronted Sierra on camera. "I've had your back from day one, but I can't keep defending you if you're not being real with me." Tearfully, she shot back, "I swear I didn't do this." Fans debated whether it was authentic or staged. Meanwhile, Mendeecees' home life reportedly exploded. Neighbors heard shouting matches, and insiders claimed his partner delivered an ultimatum: come clean or lose everything. Whether he answered or stayed silent, nobody knew, but the rumor mill thrived. The scandal's shockwaves weren't stopping with the cast. They were ripping through families too. The fallout didn't stop at gossip. Business deals started crumbling too. Sierra reportedly lost a brand partnership after headlines linked her to the scandal, with the company citing concerns over ongoing controversy. For someone who had painstakingly built her image, it was brutal. She was now fighting battles on every front. A source close to her revealed, what kept fans glued was the unpredictability of it all. Every time it seemed like the scandal might fade, a new twist hit. Texts one week, audio the next, and then an anonymous tip claiming unreleased video proof. Real or not, the possibility kept the drama alive. Karlie, riding high, leaned into her chaos queen persona, dropping captions like, "The truth always wins," and "I told y'all I had receipts." Love her or hate her, she owned the storm. Even her allies started questioning her judgment. "She's playing with fire," one friend admitted. "Eventually, someone's going to get burned." The peak came during a tense shoot where Sierra, Mendeecees, and Karlie faced off. The atmosphere was electric, heavy with unspoken accusations. Cameras rolled as Sierra broke down, pleading, "Why are you doing this to me? What do you get out of ruining my life?" Karlie's reply was icy. "Maybe I'm just tired of fake people pretending they're better than the rest of us." The words left Sierra in tears and the room in stunned silence. Mendeecees, casually sitting between them, finally spoke. "You both need to chill. This ain't even that serious." The nonchalance enraged both women and sent fans into a frenzy. "Not that serious" trended overnight, mocked and celebrated alike. By now, the scandal had ballooned, overshadowing every other storyline. Producers, thrilled with ratings, scrambled to keep the show from becoming a one-topic spectacle. But the truth was undeniable. This was the storyline. The scandal had become exactly what people craved: too chaotic, too juicy, and far too powerful to ignore. The longer it raged, the clearer it became that a definitive truth might never surface. Every so-called piece of evidence was questioned, every denial picked apart, every statement dissected until meaning dissolved. Fans didn't care about real or fake anymore. They were hooked on the spectacle itself. In that sense, the drama had accomplished something rare. It blurred the lines between reality and performance, truth and fiction, personal and public. Friendships turned into battlefields, families became collateral damage, and reputations were used as bargaining chips. By the end, clarity was gone, leaving only chaos. Trust shattered, alliances broken, and the players bore scars that no public denial or apology could erase. The receipts, real or fabricated, had done their job, planting doubt so deep it could never be fully uprooted. As cameras captured the final, fiery exchanges, one truth was undeniable. This wasn't just a scandal, it was a reckoning, and its fallout would linger long after headlines moved on to the next big story.